Kata pakalima. Mano kara fo kulunko. Police station mandi kasate o sate ndem boyta abere. Hani station kilim mawi. That is deliberate. Abele nyomoy.
Assalamu alaikum bademolo hanibe bi mbalke Kunkujang Keitaya UDP Bureau nal badem malon Suleiman Jam zina ngal lamoy bayo silfo sonko councilor men gada brikama area council la kuma kanwala
dia mosiada dia mol mankele o kamana drong nataka clarification jamalke because yalo nemol wulita yela kafolo ila hamu munyinti ko ka banko tinya ila hamu munyinti ko ka dinkendol tinya banko kan and they think they will get away with it. That's what they think because it left a bankole falling or it left a bankole better. I don't think you will be in the issues yalanko it is completely irrelevant kul yalanko nafateje kul yalanko ibake kan, but you know the reasons why you're doing it. So be left don't put na kacha wolela because that's very important. That is very, 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 very important. Madu be naje several vacation different places. But let me tell you one thing. Momo ya meranu ite you will put Kiamani Yankuba Darboe down because Nyajanko Ekifon is because Kiamani Yankuba Darboe work for whatever he is today. And I think it's very important. If you want to be like him, you go and work like the way I keep naming for be after the video. Momo yalam going after keep from friendly or he left to come himself. I mean, whatever position Yayam Darboe you diamond. I think it will be very important. Yakata bake, yakata koki. Come yakobe yakata koki nyame. Ni atara imayan koba long, or you really want to know Yankuba. It's better you go follow my page, and then our history be for it. I mean, because Yalam Almadu Lokomakilla for it, Nila de Fanda Ikamina Mabo. Neither Lada Kote Pula Kelakam, Pome Algo Toyalabo Pokon, Ikamina Mabo. But it's only a coward, Mea Longo, Ibe from Korea, Ibe Mabola, Ikoka Moletina. It's only a coward, member Kella, Naviko, Momea Longo, Kalatela. Maybe you want to feed, you just want to use social media content, social media content they use to feed yourself. But because one thing I know, as a professional journalist, you need to be ethical. But we know. And then if you ask me, the so-called media houses, media start to operate. You understand? They try to be controversial by the Kandurong. You understand? Because they mention the Kawalan to go electric daraja, electric long, and then but from the starting, I count these media houses to them. You know, Amayela Gambia Kula. Billahi wallahi talla. Amayela Gambia Kula. And we know all what you people are up to. But Kumakeli more for we are ready for you people. As far as my election lokono. Atul Paraga, Atulko Alkento lecture. Understand? Atulko Momo Yalanko, Barakatan Bako Kanya, Alkali Bole Tinyala. But it's a Sina Jive. Nita Mukoti, or it like in a Kudu Toben. I mean, Fintina Yatan Molo, Intelligent Pejo Koma. It's very simple. Because cooking never need to go, need a lateral call. It can men separate Tonal and Bancola Cola. Why are you hiding? It can be a mob. It can men separate a quantity of call. It can men separate Tonal. It can men separate Bancola Cola. Say it can be a mob. It can be a mob. Because we've seen people here, they are very critical. They're very critical. And then, but they come on and speak. Imam Mabo, those are the men's, William Chowalty. Chow, Ibuka Mabo. Ibuka Mabo, Niatra Yalo, Loko, Ibitoya, Laka, Kamina Mabo. Because investigative journalists, Musaboko, William Mold, Milan, go from William Cole from, is somehow critical. But even investigative journalists, Mulio alone, will Ibuka Mabo because they believe in what they do. Except if you don't want to be a journalist. You just want to be a content creator. I mean, you can just hide behind accounts, creating money from people. It's a journalist. But yeah, if I'm not media because you live in Europe, or you live in somewhere, or you have friends that live in Europe, or whatever, so you come back to the platform where na platform where you monetize. Now monetize, but wallahi, summa wallahi. Kuma kelin sol fa wala ñu ko alay adama du men da jomata dunya ko no membo ti nyala no alay adama du men da ay do ko ke alay ay do ko ka ala fali ay do ko ka banko atalo ka to bo ti nyala to so ti nyala atalo sembe la so atalo baraka la so momo ya no you have that baraka keep on this stop because we know all what is going on. Now long men be carry and now long what is the plan? Allah ferol be Allah men be na be alone. Now they are not you people are just looking for fame, or you people are just looking for attention, and then you feel and then you know all the tax are gonna play because you know whenever you touch young man, people will come after you. Whenever Nale young man Abu Madro, because the amount of people, they stood with the truth, will call Tonyala Fe, because Yankoa could load in Tonyala Fe. And Aliano Banco can be moment than come over load in Tonyafe. No, another draw, another fitna cool nada, another funny cool nada, more candle milk at Finti, it can like come and call low funny car, Condi Banco Dumo, Nimbe Bafoka than funny Adam. The only thing you have to do is to be, attacking him. You understand? For those attentions. Pour Alberta attack, pour Albo attention also to know Yami. What is coming for the media household be jamming. Mom media house ma jamming. Let's call it spade. But media household be jamming, but people are criticizing, but we know how they will, because they are professional media houses, we know how they deal with it. It's only unprofessional media personnel or media houses, they get into personal fights. Personal fights. Amalo dokuolo, amala media dokuolo, wala ka dum personal fight to. But Mumayalong is a professional journalist. We will never get into a personal fight in a public media. Let's call a spade a spade. If you need like a personal kaloke, it can make all of you go. It can function page you can use. You do a personal fight, but you went and form a media just to lie against people, just to lie against innocent people, and you think people are going to remain silent. You think you will be there threatening people. Is that even a professional way to do journalism? For the journalist. Look, if people give respect to we know each other. We agree and disagree. We agree and disagree, but at the end of it, we are all of us, if we really believe the intention is all about we want to have a better Gambia. Left like a banco kendoroso. Left like a Gambia kendoroso. Then we should know how to behave. We should know how to speak. We should know what to write and what not to write. Nobody is there to control anybody. Especially if you said, independent media household. Independent media household, then act as an independent media house. But it's a independent media household. It is more like personality attack. It is more character on Sabina Mola code. It is called Sabina Mola code or called Milano Emelo. But we know the Malaba Como. Canadian Talib Bill should have start a jump. Before Talib Bill will be like a co from Lola, they start forming these media houses. Everybody more than a bay function media house in Dungal law. for political propaganda. Everybody try to grow. If they don't grow, because people are following, because every more than people want to, more kind of cool long. People are always curious. More kind of cool long. More kind of cool long. More kind of cool long. That is why, people follow you. So, need credibility. Look, let me tell you something. If you believe that you are credible, any media house believe that you are credible. Wallahi summa wallahi. Even if you are criticized, you take it. Because you know that you are a credible media house. You know that you are a credible media house. But today, you see, about the liberal time. The liberal time, okay, because me, I am somebody me along ko ndebuka sila mola na fale konte sila mo tenta bala because nte sila aladronela. So liberal time member coma, you understand, one for Hamid, Njai Mr. Njai, he lives in the UK. I have his number. He lives in the UK. Whatever calling Congo. But because why I talk about Max Sao, because Max Sao will be the Gambia time coma. Right? Max Sao will be doing the Gambia time coma. So I feel like because this time that at me know wrong time. But when I wrote, because later Max Sao reached out to me. Kataninago is not the one behind this liberal time. Okay, but all the time you always accuse me for coming up with the liberal time coma. I couldn't the liberal time coma. It made it very clear to me. And it so proves to me that I'm not a liberal time coma. And when it so proves to me that I go fine, brother. I go very yatan in the liberal time coma. Fine. I am going to come out and apologize. As a Muslim. And likewise, the Bloomberg channel, I had this discussion with them. That was a time near India also. Because they mold me along Mukal Kaboy Mokang, but Mukal from Mufana Boinka. Coming near Diamo, and I told them this. I told you, Albes Nyalaka, Albes Silaka Silame along, I know your pattern, Albert Mento. And they made it very clear to me, they are independent body. Nobody is controlling them. And I told them, who are you people? Then people need to know you. You need to come out. And they promised me, they are coming out very soon. They prepared, if they are grand prepared, and they will be having reporters. I'm going to go fine. If you have reporters, anytime we have events, we call you to come as an independent journalist. Go. I told Albala Pedro Bilka and Sasa, you are trying to settle down. Albala Dokula and Mulbala Dokula, Mulbala Jumala Payunium Coma. Go fine. That's okay. But let's try to be professional in whatever we do. Because look, media is there, media is for accountability. Nobody, you said you are not going to be criticized. But I can tell you, is one of the most criticized, one of the most criticized person. People criticize him here. But the Yankoba is somebody, if you criticize him, near criticize. Now I go, you criticize me, and the Kejabile. I become more key. I form like a because in that level, so Yankoba Buka Bambu more coma. Come all use, come all time in the Capo, all time in the coma. No, Yankoba Bukoke. Yankoba Bukoke. Yankoba Bukoke. You're going to tell my friend into a better than Natoli. Abocata coma, Jay. Not a man can talk. Not a mood, not a common friend of me, and more be dental, and more be annual. But near friend for friend of me along at La Cola Woody. I got any local, I didn't burn for my attendant, until the time, until the poor. So he does not, he's not that kind of person. So, but Kawulia Lakang and you expect him to keep quiet, it's not going to happen. Momo Wulia Lakang, Yaman Abedel, Yaman Abe Mole killing the camp. No, that's not going to happen. What again? It's not possible. And then Akumarga Pumbeyo understand. Pato. Anga be kumalika sinaje la malao nyata yo. Pato. Anga malao nyata yo. Amo yae binda. Buma ama yo problem. Suma wanga. Buma ama yo problem. Okay? Anga man dama am suma own way. Man dama buga am that kind of confrontation admit. No. Man dama def no. So limota mangla advice. I'm not a suma wanga. I joke, but every joke has a limit. Suma wanga. So the one every joke has a limit. Bigger. Man, so we're on the I have own platform. So that was a platform that be there. But man, so you small platform, that dull. So wanga, but the one dull. Small nigga. Dalal, Gamal make a fee. Am I open problem? Small nigga, the Mabuga you make a come knit. You make a arito. So Buga you make a arito. The Mabuga, please, the Maranya. Behave. There. Never you can have illegally. So I know you might let you cook. We know the people. We know the people behind it. You know, these media houses, each and every one of these media houses will be exposed one day. The media house will be in Kika. Lumbe be exposed. They will all be exposed. Because Alta Haigla, it's a Tala Mabori Coca Muriki. You see, because imagine that guy. He was here in Gambia, I've been on Gambian. The one behind the liberal page. I've been on Gambian. During the time UMC Ghana, he was here. I've been on Gambian. And now UMC is a prominent member of UMC. This Mr. guy is from Kau, around Kau, CRR. Abroad. But I know his intention. But come on, you are in the UK. I don't know whatever kind of job you're doing in the UK, but you know very well in UK, I mean, Yankuba is middle class. It is alone very well called. UK Yankuba get a class. If you want to be like him, Nila Kakala Yankuba, Akatakome Yankuba Akatanyame. Allah intention na alone, but atakela. Albe member na belone, but Allah intention of kela na nanyo lonne. Nalla nanyo lonne, albe member mo mal bay patio kora, tulle budal fayal atakal fasum patio lo. Albe member no talib bensuda, moment talib bay patio kora, talib le jamfaka patio budal atakal fasum patio lo. Moment talib bay. Nobody, moment talib bay. Moment talib bay. Talibule jamfake I patio bula, I patio use, I patio to use, I patio like structural use, I call work instead of selling the agenda of the party. At the end of it, I patio betray. After serving as a two-time mayor under that party. We jump on to the Besoro. Talib Bensura, you jump on to the Besoro. Do you know Talib Bensura? Mome yalonko yeboni nam from nowhere. Mome yalonko ay doya bete ay ko betete. Bite ita lo take ite o jamfa. Ita ka foko dumala bi nyabi gamben dumala nyabe mala pour kay banko dite la. Dumala banko de tal bensuda. Dumala. Bonde yalla ko ngam ko baro kana baro ba ablo ko la baro ngo baro ya abula hello. A defense of the Baro Abula hello. You tell Besula and not Talib Yameran coming. Nin Talib Besula and funding Yamerano or Talib Fenity. Baro Abula hello. But a family Gambian Kolmuyama told it. A family Gambian Kolmuyama told it. Momeya Longo, Molmele Fenty. Mol me yalon ko yeke fenti ye ko be ke. But in fact, mol me yalon ko wolo te I jalero te I fongo be te alo te I jalero te I fongo be te mole ko mo be fama. Na tan ko am sabe UDP mo lo tambe nunu. Mo sa fo no fon demande. But I used to know Talib Ben Sude from the first time to the second time. I co-based on Talib Ben Sude. It was because I used to for Talib Ben Sude ketanum from patio from la Frankoti. Patio from la I mean imagine look at this from the level they got a from a junior executive member to a senior executive member. From a junior executive member, from imagine it. Talib Ben Sude la patio kono wole nyama. It was nothing. It was not an executive member, nothing. And I don't know what nyama. UDP ya bambu. Ye meyo ya diala. Dunya be ya long through that meyo ya. Dunya be ya long through meyo ya. Yeah. Dunya be ya long through meyo ya. Patio mena. Alpha men na nyata ko yakuto wo alpha ita ko bolo doala ita ko lafa ko wala doala jijam ita lo jam signajul tal mesule be lola in the platform ko ala usoni lo matale nyato ko ti ala usoni lo matala atla mento ita la mento o meta bula follow ite o bula ala musino mansal mo meta karandi I londo dila, fonbe dila, I londo dila, makamo dila. Yo jamfa, ita ko gambe song keta, fa gambe ngol milekeda. Eka fo mole ko ite you are looking at national interest. What kind of national interest are you looking at? Aka fo mole ko atol ni new style of politics lata, atol ni politique jawbana ta ni politiko, même manke ni même bo kany politiko kono, ni na wala ba ki kany politiko kono. Gambia political tari ko kono, men na manke. I told you UMC, DMC, divide movement be change. Ali wala sama na politiko kono. Ali mol damal dundi nyola, ali family damal dundi nyola. I told you obekeda ni UMC, aka DMC. Ali family damal dundi nyola ja. Mono jamla wala kabuka why you people are so jealous about that. Who is jealous about Tali? Who is jealous about Tali? Who is crying about Tali? I keep saying go. I don't borrow Talib Bulab and Talib low as a candidate. I have Bulalo as a candidate. I keep saying that. For Talib low, remember Ken. I don't Gamen call Manganyamadit. I don't Gamen call Tim Banco Dia. Because Gamen call already learned from him. They already learned. Yalon Mosifana Masi. So the Kabul Arabo and the Kabul low. Now we bablo ha niya because of your band no that be winner. No that be winner. I yabula low. Billahi wala ntaka wala dua. Ital ben suda bula low. I have test bank. But me belo wala fana akani senayala. Eko yo molle pati o bula. Ya molle pati o bula fana yana molta ibe jola. Eko bo pati o tinyala. Ete o baraka wala so. Ina molta yelo ni puko pati o demol tinya ana sinaje fo ala nyaga mo wa men ala mo sino mansat na sino jibe ala manga sino mansat God will never sleep wallahi summa wallahi lazim ni de amiro nunko ite be fonni ite be molle tala karala ibe kala jonti ibe kala slave ibe molle tala ibe wol jola pour que ñom adama dingol tinya wallahi ngol to mo jola ngol fongol le be kelo kelam fay bugo kukli lata wala ñuntu ko ala ko kana to ñoro ni man to ñoro ke ala be lolé fele ngol to ñoro kele ndol manta to ñoro kele de bar momo yen to ñem be na ci ko dila ala ben sembo tala ala sembe ndu men dilen be kele Nasi na jibe fo ite fo ale même fo wala mbam fo te même fo wala ale même fo do be sabat la ñim banko kam ale même fo wala be ñim banko kanja atol ko atol political party atol kala political party or atol mo atol ni new style of politics la mina new styles of politics atol ni politique kuta mala mina yimba ko kanya ala ko nya atol mum politique kuta mala sama na yimba ko kanya kabila atol nata atol mum politique kuta mala sama na yimba ko kanya ala ko mo na mo ke lungulung kali ibe mo jalala dong lungulung kali marketing lungulung tollem ndol we are the best political party ndola political party only the way we form it is completely different with all other political party hey alaka juma le nene mba fula mo mele ko de you know I think sometimes it's the level of education and the formation of a political party is the first time. You know, they started it from the grassroots, from Duma, to be a big politician. Let's say parties like NUP, because Abdullah was never a politician. Abdullah Jammeh was never a politician. Abdullah Jammeh formed from a grassroots. None of them were politicians. Mote economy along a political office sort. Mote economy along actually he went for a political office one time. Amantarekon. They come up with their ideas. Yela party form, none of them were into politics. Yela party form, they make sure because I see before they register, they make sure that you have a rep in every region. You can check it. Yeah, make sure you rep in every region. Yela party form. Without no momentary game along council or deputy or maybe mayor or chairman. No political office. Will party naturally. Unlike was not Democratic Party. Can you people look and time women motivate mayor along the Ebafloco, you marrying a positional whole camp in any of the local governments or in any of the political positions at that very time. Motivate. Nobody was holding a political position there. It was particularly a Cafrenyoma, ye million kilos or ye million kilometers all in Indico, Kaja soldier Maralo Daniel Banco Kanga. Kaja soldier Maralo Daniel Banco Kanga. Kasoya Marlo Daniel Banco Kanga. UDP lota wala kama UDP la simfamu wolti nyim bankoka UDP wala that is the formation of UDP. Wala UDP la lota. It was from the grassroots. Kabel Duma. Kabel kafta nyoma ye patrol bete e kafta nyoma momentara political office ye atolu tal ben suda be parti lola ata tal ben suda be UDP kono ata tal ben suda be serving mayor in UDP a serving mayor amoto ko tanga ay serving councilor l'etat serving councilors mo me la people elect them in the office alka mo le ko atol the way atol la party uniform that it is completely different. It has never happened in this country. What are you telling us? What difference? Atole mun difference is sama yim banko kanya mun difference. Kan nyata alkam me bolo nyini ko atole nyata ale masim ma dimol ale moto dimol NPP moto jelle sam. NPP kabri lo re moto jelle sam. NPP kabri lo because the NPP can law the same thing. NPP movement law the movement they have offices in almost all the regions. The law. What is your difference with MPP? Minimum difference than NPP. Minimal difference between the NPP. Alafu moli. Nada kodo altoka kalka wala jare kodo. Ali aka kodo mol NPP ka ko siba ki lo bon. Ali motol sa NPP motol sa. Ali masima sa NPP motol sa. Masima sa. Adon di NPP milal fata. Alafu moli alka milal ko new politics alafu moli buko almeda ka moli ko atol new politics kutamale kana. Alafu moli mina wo politics kutamale. Mina mo political kutama ala ko molye ba molya understand mum political kutama ala batul bulu atul kal ka gambe dingul ni atul be gambe dingul ni no nyaadi gambe dingul be nyum bata kono atul ko atul lefta ko dole instead of ala gambe dingul le bata jibe atul le interest is all about the money coming ko do men kana atul ka that is only your interest. That is the only thing may allow it force you people to be in the wrong side. You might have a party open. Fatal Malon remember whatever was coming. Even after a government yard ban, for example, you people expect that. But we all expecting that because Meleka, Ale Content Yamasoro, Ale Joey Yamasoro, Ale Jampa, Messi UDP come. Ale Jampa, Messi UDP come. I am Alabasino, I am Alabasino. Fatal Yamano, Alabasino. I told you alone, member came, I remember kono. But yet still, because of Meleka, I have content Yamasoro like Usonia, I have content Yamasoro UDP, where I told Capital Bura UDP, and I can't Fasu Capolo, Capare, Camolta, Kulpuka UDP Tina. Kagamia called the UDP, I told so Barrio Baracoso. Mama Mario Baracoso, take on a Momo ya mino mteo Baracoso, take on a because you put your on Sandy Tansaba, Mfanul father, Mbamanul father, Mamanul father, Mbarinul father, and Docomal father, and Patula Cola. Because Melakan called the Gambia can do. Naro Samana, na Palazzo Diala, Alemul Jam Fao Palazzo Cam, Azara Catula, Fazum Capolo, Alamusino Manta, Alasa Baracatulo Patro, Nasina Gide, Padramino, Alamusino Mansal, Alamangasino Mansal. Alamangasino Mansal. God never sleep. Wallah summa wallah, God never sleep. Alamangasino. Alamangasino. Alkama mo ko atol nim podi kutuma ala fonye atol mi sama nan Gambia podi ko ko me ya longo mo bi because the thing is here we are all in this politics together politiko bita kan nyamen jam especially from 2016 for can aside même ma lo nyim banko kan yo mansia même ma lo nyim banko ila ba lo ko na lo mtew ba ko ka ko malo no mo le atol sama na na kansulo palaso di dol yudi be domol le badata atoli yudi be domol be sunni o sungaro kono de sacrifice be sunni nyawena o sungaro kono sacrifice ke ya campaign kale anni molle anni nyola ya wol bal ya di atolla bi atollo ga yo pati o jampa bal kapati o jampa mon kata because that's your democratic right and I keep saying that Oman the democracy. Now, if you want to go and form your political party at any moment, you can go and form it. Hey, takabal round, takabal for takabal round milamba. Takabal round for takabal nyalamba. That takabal. Ibona GDC, the guy is from GDC. But do you see this kind of problem? Do you see this kind of fitna between that guy and the GDC? When the guy left GDC, he focused on his mission. Takabaro Amalka. At the fact that GDC, the deputy party leader. After GDC, the deputy party leader, I have found some party on law. I have found some movement on law. I have found some movement on law. I have focused movement on Gambia. Hey! William Mold Milano, Mose Milano, Plata, is a Ponogo, yes, new, they have a plan. Mayalongo is about good Gambia. But more Mayalongo, it's about a patio, and no particular Kobe Kate, or particularly Italy Dunia, or particularly Dunia Bayan, Ibodo Patio Cono, Imako Alaba Cafana, for a quotable patio Tina, Dio Baracoso Muntole, Itio Baracoso Muntole. For the Malongo patio, molle fata nyum patio. For the Malongo molle fata nyum patio, Wolman Meo Yasato. Molle fata nyum patio, Wolman Chiaman Yasato. Molle fata nyum patio, Wolman Council Yasato. Molle fata nyum patio, Wolman Meo Yasato. Molle fata nyum patio, e dongle londo soto. Bi manta doko keka. E manta dokula. But if I know the doko can make a whole new to call, e ko pour ala so Gambia kendola Gambia me ya lon ko banko dimo be ba ko jala ko wala muy fañul le kelodi wala muy bañul le kelodi wala muy bariñul le kelodi wala muy dum le kelodi ndol wulta wo kelodi la ndol mo wuli kana ka ko kam mole tinya mo tinya man ken dol bul because do ko adama do ko tinya wo ten dol bulu o ala la bulu adama do ko tinya wo ten dol bulu o ala la bulu bon même pardon ka meso ay tonya ya adama do ni jigo sembe tonya ala tar le fele ebe la ala ebe jigo sembe ala haza wazal ni la ala jigo sembe ala haza wazal ala betar le fe wallahi sumu ala betar le fe foni atari man la ala batuma be la ala jigo sembe ala betar le fe ala betar le ka munkan ala betar le fe tonya ala betar le fe tonya ni ala be fe tonya la e man nyal na sila le fenna sila wonde ibe hali la ka tonya la ko yala ala tonya ko to yala ala mo kilo sama banda to ko sorno do tel because I told you already we know the plan because maintenant on unico after cabinet commission report on tata to the president we've seen talking na diamol jele cabinet commission report on samba president waya na diamol jele na safero jele but we took our time we are watching because who can talk of unico if you want to be a political activist and you want to have electoral credibility sort of, you need to be consistent. Because consistency is very important. Be consistent, that is where you have credibility. If you are not consistent, you always lack credibility. So consistency is very important in political activism. Nibe political kono. Kilum be that liye bag. Kilum ni tinta political kono dron. Ya make sure be kuku ke kan wado dron ay tara ni silora. Consistently. Ala betar lefi. Kana fuko ha kare mun jawolati. Kare mun eliminate kare mun nyeti. Nin to na dron afo. Ninto ya na do afo. Ni to ya fo dron, you are okay. To ya wele kumata. To ya be jongo be frindila. To ya dron wele be jongo be frindila. Let's call a spade a spade. Do your politics. And you allow others to do their politics. But coming in commission instead of you guys focus on the commission report, and go have about let's try the more distract. But for commission, the fate of the report, is it with me? Is it with Yankuba? Is it with UDP? UDP have no powers about the reports. UDP have no powers. UDP must send message about the report. Man sembe soto je. So ni atara commission kera. Commission di puro samba di pro. Nde me president Baro. I still stood by my word. Kanyako, whatever thing you moment as head of state, you must remember one thing. You are the head of state. And nunca breaka palaso ta yekal Qur'anol. Yekal Qur'anol. Kabika palaso nda yekal Qur'anol. Because you are going to be ibe clean the bank doing teman. It's a bank didn't you discriminate. That was your statement. It's a bank didn't you discriminate. That is your statement. Because you can't wala ko. It's about make sure that bank ko luwa ni ba tankara. Or near time come banko lu atankala e nyanda ka banku do be treat equally. That is my stand. And I still stand by. I still the Lord wakande. The Lord wakande. Kajako. Commission Jamal la kere nyimbanguka. There has been 11 commissions in this country. And a nyajelo commission will let recommendation la kere nyajile. But for wale banko feboga. Ye banko na floata ya do commission okunto. Some of the reform recommendations or some of the recommendations make it in the commission on kumba amunde kumba amde akumba amunde kumba me basho and kumba me basho e ka banko don't take it to now. I used to always say injustice everywhere. No, I mean injustice is something I will never and ever tolerate. But one thing is very clear: nobody can allow me to. Nobody can more than the person or nyimfo. But as far as my banko kanja, I will always speak. As far as my banko kanja, kuku kita nyim banko kanja media mulare. Ni apana kara mal londi sora kura, bala londo sora fenferen dingo nakre do media mulare. Media mulare. So ning ataramun, commission kita. Your recommendation or samba, your quote the president. So we are working on what the president is coming with. Over caring, instead of you guys focus on that, alcohol because the rumors are going to be Taliban. But is it confirmed? It could be a rumor. So, but because of the Taliban sign or the Taliban make sure you can make a friend Tinala, make a friend Tal, the Malkin Ninola. Umunafiki among kutoleti. Alin talib mandalo mba meso le kanu fana be fondilal umujawi among kutoleti umujawi ati banko be trouble men kono banko be bata men be kono. Yeah, Mark, I will take you later. Jampal bata men be kono. Ni banko be bata men be kono. Instead of us to come together, instead of us to stay together from the beginning, whatever difficulty, let us not see it as personal. But because every time I go have car level 20, I mean car new kai, I have no go 2026 but 2031, ibe will prepare come. For Mugambe la carrot. For Gambia will do. Is that our prayers? For Willem Muntole Duatiba. Mark, I told him, later, just allow me. For Willem Muntole Duati. Oman can do Duati. Oman can do Duati. Ndole Dua movement will in the co. Nimbanko alma ale in tanka way to Adamabaro block in 2026. Alma ale in tanka wala. Putting him banko way to Adamabaro block in 2026. Alma ale Gambia be tanka wala. Ale adi momo wala Allah alam. But me dual ale ni banko bondi Adamabaro block. But I told him because I told him Adamabaro la kafo manjam panyola. I told you I don't know what to do. No. I don't know because I don't know B. Well, focus on medical UDP Kelly. I told you find the focus on medical UDP Kelly. Because you guys know very well I'll be German Pleka. Even if it ferment like here in the room, and that liberal time, and I know the guys remember, it's a bit tribalist. Amanda Kikam Fenkama, I'll fight or I'll join to UMC is nothing but tribe. He's a tribalist. among ala join kata ka UMC among ka fitna among ka tribalism andum atala non tribalism wala benyim banko samba si fadam fanso ndol konta focus la about the future of this country fontol kombe nyole kala ngombe nyokela la ay banko to masibo kono banko to mantoro kono ndol konta lut la wal Allahu a'lam ndol konta lut la wal. So my point is very clear. Like I said, if you want to know him, go to my page. You listen to himself about life history explained to the people. Tane pejoto ye kama yoko damol la moy about tariko explain kan ay kara mu kumas nyadi le fay kara mo bang Fabora karam mundo ada UK. I remember tambe UK I pay for jail ala life up to kabudna back to Gambia. Ata yalla moy bang fo mo furi ne bo kele no bang. Ata yalla mo fo mo le bo kele me yalla ko mo ngani yo so Gambia. Fo mo le bo kele ba me yalla ko mo ngani yo so Gambia bang. Mo le be so no batala bang mo me yalla ko o mo ngani yo so Gambia bang. Mo so batala 15 Anna hakilo di ñoro anna ñoo buña anna ñoo buña anna ñoo respect. Everybody have opinions wherever you want to go politically. Align yourself with I have friends. Well, I don't go to UMC. I don't go with them. Today we did our program. And then the guy who came there, I mean if you see me and him, you will not even think of it. And then, the program was very tough. The program was very tough. But what? At the end of it, we did the program. At the end of it, we joke. We crack. But because it go constantly, I don't like focus because more killing. Kao mari tinadrom, kaje ko mari because of melekada. Talibe UDP bulale, me fero kala referen kaje ko melbe UDP ko ne ningila alfa kuyandi. Nene alfa kuyandi. But albabata balal. Albabata baba. Because of his politics, because of Alakatakul, because of all what he's doing for the party. Because all Kataku party kono. Alkafaya lakam kabugo yangubani Mr. Darboe kuyari. Kabugo Mr. Darboe yangubani Mr. Darboe kuyari. Eboni Mr. Darboe kuyari mina. Yangubani Mr. Darboe mu ishiloso. Yangubani Mr. Darboe mu ishiloso. Mbak no do kuyari. But because we at Allah nan yomu wole di kajako kayam kuba ni Mr. Darboe kuntu o kayam kuba ni UDP ngol kuntu. That is your agenda. That's your plan. Wala mala mission, wala mala nganyoti. Wala mala nganyoti. But where you want to fa kenna? Mo mato bay parti okono. Atol le botale fon le parti okono. Altata kal fasu movement lo. Alla da parti lo fo bi man parti ni malono. Alman si ale reflect. Why parti o malono? Alko ya be tam yubi alko ya niliga ngombe na ya be dile kumbe bi men kono patio malono fara bari atol ko atol ta fatala mo ta patio mendo ina la kawje mun tole samalo ro sondo ka tela mine kata al focus alla patio kan al focus alla movement lo kan fo al barista no nyamen ni a register already sinan na yesi me menkale saman sage nan belola ayello comme démocratie ala o nyame but minati no wondi dim all the time atol katul bo tinyal ala e momenta abe wulu wato me al malon abe tamal wato me al malon abe karanta men fendu wala karam kono atol ko wandi atol bo tinyal because minaka you disagree with him. Ba ku kile beja ni momo songa moye ta e ke joronti pour ka kelo ke pour ka nyom adama do kele. That is up to you. I always say this. Wallahi me fon kala I always think about it. Ngam mem bonga fon ni sama na ma ida ngadiam mo me ko sama na be benno la le o nimme mem fola mo nyanda calculer ko ay ke fe di mel ngo sama na se benno se blu di nyola par ku ki le ba ni e to na fo moye wallahi suma wallahi ina da silala o marila yani da ko to na fo mo worandi ina da silala o marila buko to nya wala ku mar to nya wala ka adama dum sindi no ba ni e pa na fo mo andum ima ibalanta ka fanyani ntakara de fine nina benda ibe ko mo jimila nina benda ibe ko mo jimila but ni to nya ko yalon ko to nya ila da ko yembe ko to nya lokan nina benda ale nyo ko na me da ko faransa ko Allahu alam ite le to nya ni yewdo ne fo ila to nya ndo yo ilo ta wolto oto alna focus na patiol kan. There is a coalition discussion. We pray for Alma Alake. Patiole Kafunyum. Patiole be Jero Kintuko. Kagambia Kendo Soto. Patiole Bella Jero Niko Gambia Gambe Mealongo. Memura Nyokan. What the Niasa Gambe and Gambe Mealongo Memura Nyokan. Or Alisa Hakulu to know the B. Because at the end of it, we want to have a Gambia. Gambe Mealongo, the Mali Benale. People from different political parties can even work in the government as far as they have the knowledge. They have the capacity to serve in the government, even if they are from other political parties. But you londo soto, you hamo soto bankoe, and they have the qualification. Your qualification also, ya hamo soto, ya qualification also, ya londo soto. Puruka do koke mansakunda kono. Mina tinande ka do kola, but nin na ntata fit no kono. Na mo kendo better laji because of ni mantra the same political belief the son naka do ko dila masa kuna ko anu man betea because ila sila men na plus do ko dila because bila kata ku jawol mel tambi dal tema al kijobe bola nyokan al kana son kijobe nyokan al kana son kijobe nyokan so agree and disagree and I always say this but this agreement and disagreements are not very professionality nakala professionality nakala tonyati ndam ko jimina nyoy sam or those media houses or those platforms, like, you know, you have right. And then me, I encourage people to open platforms. But if you open a platform, show yourself. If you know that you are truthful, if I'm telling you, neither like Memphis and Tony Alabacom. If I'm telling you, go, no more they are biggest, they criticize. People like Mark Janet. Mark Janet always come and criticize people. People like me, I come and criticize people. But people know that Konteleba Koma. People know that Mark Janet Koma. He does not hide behind people and say things. He has the courage to say, I tell men feel careful. Because he has his own platform. So near platform, you want to use it as an independent platform, then you need to control your platform. You can't measure your platform. The moment se fait like Koima. In the moment se fait la manière que witch hunting. Because cooking le bien. Look, Allah has to cook it. Nous avons de cook it. Ni banko betembo mendo. Billahi. Nintole amelo ni nyokelo membala. Wala de nyimbango samalan kanyone. And then you see, the worst thing is, people who will be fighting each other, you look at them. Who are these people? That is the saddest part of it. All these bigger noise, who are the people leading it? Let's ask ourselves. And I'm for you, Juman level you cool for them. That's a big discussion we have to do inside. Molmel de Malbe Kelola. Juman level multi. That is the saddest part of it. Molmel de Kelola, Juman level Kelola, Juman de Malbe Kelola. Politico Bekernet. Moja Malbe Politico, but Juman level Kelola. Juman de Malbe Nola. Juman de Malbe No Jawiakan. But no, let's use our brain. Let's look at our own. Let's not for review bang. Ntolo tlo wel. Ntolo tlo nyo kelo. Ntolo tlo nyo tinyal. It's too sad. It's too sad. Ntolo come tlo nyo kelo. Ntolo yamero nyo kelo. Wole be nyim banko li lan tol. Anna sina gibelo. You know, like I said, Momo Yamero, you're doing all this fight for Ole Adabo. You're not doing this for Ole Adabo. Billahi wallahi ta'ala. Momo Yamero num. Can you do tinya? Ila ka Ole Adabo tinya? No. Ibe banko tinya kan. Because UDP is Gambia. UDP mu Gambia. UDP lo Gambia. So my advice is, I respect every person operating in, because I more little bit me and got their media personals. I respect them. They wrote about me, they speak about me, you can phone something about me. Because I respect their profession. I have to respect them. Because these people are my friends. Because they are my friends, so they should always write good things about me. No. Media is all about accountability. Media is all about accountability. Holding people accountability and make sure things are transparent. That is one of the job of the media. So I'm not, because I have people, they are media personnel, so I have to make sure I have to be in their good book all the time. No. I cannot be in the good book of everyone. I'm not an angel. I'm not going to come and do my quality. I'm not going to get my But quickly never to call. Let us try to be professional in whatever little we do. That is my point. And I just made it clear. I got to go. You anybody who wanna be a media house, be a media house. But quickly show you to go more in banko jamfa. Na fulukan. In banko jamfa. It is saya. It and father level larin damindo. Ibe larin damindo. Wallahi sumaholla ibe mirala. Ye banko jamfa watu men. Momo yin banko jamfa. Momo yin banko duni trouble kono. Lumbe sile be kala ani atara ye fatale. Po jandika fa lumbe sile ibe sile be lala. Ifo ba ko ha. Ya. Benyum ko do men do maka nyum jamfa ko do. Be banko jamfa. Ya. Benyum meki because you will. Because alati ko no gemo nyama. While nigga funding ko sa hakilu du bak. Anna hakilu du bak. Because you political in Beban, the levels letter. Either in the Taja or Nafa, Nimfat and Villa Dinkokon, Nimbo the New can only on that Fenadom, Pulka Notina. Well, as him Dinkokon, Nakabu Dinkokon, I never covered Dinkokon, well, if all about no, not Fenadom, not Fenama, Manana Memma. Well, I mean, why not have you do back? And I have to take the sole responsibility of whatever actions I will do in politics. I always want to take the responsibility. Because now look, you are just joking. I'm not going to because you are talking about issues. I banko filindi. I do more and no more kunkono me along the person. New woman do a kunkono as a cooking of banko me along as a banko nafa. Wallahi lo kumaka me along I will moy. For ale banko for defender. You will kiaman in banko do back hitila. Well, like me dia moment dia. Sapero man dia. Zahilo to back. Dia moment dia. Sapero man dia. Zahilo to back. Another than receiving whatever comfort zone. Let us be very mindful me men safera. Let us be very mindful me men for that. But cooking never yet. Nim media house, I am on a personal fight. If you come out on a personal fight, you are hiding. I mean, the front body we feel like a mayor busala. It's very simple. But the law busala menna, I will quite a melody. The Nana Kawulika busa can get it. No, but busala pempela the Kalaji call it. ite be mabo ite be ke ite mabo because ite be mabo ka ko ita mako me ye bula waya lo na ite bula men na ta ma fo no ite dey fo to ko be tinyaro le kala billahi do fonta sila na mulla nyo ka ko be sila nyo la nyimbi jatu no fo la wasol be bul fo la wasol be mu dabe ya dabe fo la wasol be bul fo la wasol be bul mol be no maka mol kam fana no ma dabe ya dabe na ndaka findi ka diam ndaka findi ka diam ni ya fanya sabe man findi na sanan ite utara mabo ite hanga ka findi mol yela moy because you are a coward do man go sibasi buka motonyi buka molen buka bula mola anu politiko kono buka so ngadwa ale amara kan bi mo ko en politiko kono ban ala kana nte mo no ma dogo lati wala limno ga baga kama yanko dawo dogo lati go ask people about me in the council. Go antamon ni gandala at the council. When it's politics, we do our politics. When it's governance, we do our governance. When it's policy formulation, we form policy. Mga policy de la policy me ang kabe banko dungon na pala. That's my mission. Wala mo na mirror, wala mo na focus. So you commission me ya longo report of it. Nobody knows what is the fate of the commission. Mama long commission I mean because momo ndika jam ya beka here self as now. Abela fuka momo ka jam ya beka here self. So ni commission do commission la report ta atul be para la al kata na because of mineka you feel like atul ka ya beti nyat la sa atul ka mina sa albe do le fa tinya ko na atul tarbe o menso al ka bo tarbe do la mo do that's not going to work. Albe faithful ala na ala bado nan albe la moy fulu me alongo ala bado ba fulu karmanta lola na karban. That is where the discussion is going to come. Otumol discussion on mina. Otumol discussion on mina. Lulu me alongo kaido finjila me akara nyola eko commission e kadla ban o commission e kadla keten we all read the commission and come and have a discussion. But that does not mean go commission report le findo do wala betela do atul mina fingala sai atul be nyapela mul kan do mul na be kan la mul al be fadi la mul al ko mul kana off. We are not stopping any media house to write whatever you want to write. And then you see when I saw, the Bloomberg channel, I told the guy go, because these are people who they are hiding. And I said to him, I spoke to you, media uncle. You can go to an independent media house. Guy go, but if you are an independent media house, it'll be severe, it'll be responsible on your part, on an independent media platform. Guy go, that's a way until I vindicate. You are not an independent platform. Yes, you be in the platform. And then I it's an independent platform. It's very simple. Because you are using an independent platform to attack somebody. Personal. And you are telling me because that's an independent platform? No. An independent platform and a personal page is completely different. Well, because I have an independent platform when you attack. That's why you're attacking him personally on that independent platform. But is that okay? Is that the way you are taught in school to do the journalism in that way? No. I'm not happy with you. And especially in the funding. You see, the bigger problem about this country is not funding them. No, Mark will come. Mark will not moldy. Mark always come to. Anytime I go to his platform, he always open it for me. I mean, I just want to. No one topic. Let's sort of know. I remember Mark Shaman. I always want to have discussion with Mark because, I mean, without disagreement in politics, still now we are. Then Mark, like I said, because no Mark, UMC maintain Mark Landinola and Mark. I'm a friend for come UMC member. Now by the former ambassador now by the. I will come from sometimes he's always a catram match. He's always mad about me sometimes. But now ambassador Palacio Table. One guy go and be somebody like America the next non government. But I'm Mark Lockwood. I'm Mark Lockwood. Guy be somebody like America. make a lot of ambassador. Germany, no, Germany guy in Tableau. Germany guy, I will never leave him in Germany. So, this is the point. So let us fear Allah. Let us fear Allah. Let us know whatever, because you can be hiding, but Allah knows what you. Allah knows the person behind the page. I don't know the person behind the page. Them are long. Remember page in come, but Allah we are long. Remember page in come. Them are long. You can hide, but you can never hide from Allah. It's not a marble. Allah is more like it's a marble alam. It's a marble alam. It's a Aramadun Tony come. It's a Aramadun, but Allah is more like in a marble alam. No, they fire, I fire you. In a marble alam. Because Allah is in everywhere. So you can, it's a marble on the Rajala, Yentoni, Yakumo Foma, Yamabo. Never from a Luson, Allah, Luson, for Arab, or better than Allah Tema. Because Allah told chicken the world, Allah will from Tolly. Allah told chicken the world, Allah will from Tolly. Not a lot of world because Muslim and Karo, that is the constitution of the Islam. That's the Quran. That's what the Quran tells. That's what the Hadith told us. The policies of Islam. I can't do. So the left feet belaying one. That is all what I have to say about that. My next topic is Mama Cham. Mama Cham, Army Chief of Defense Staff. Mama Cham, Army Chief of Defense Staff. We know all what is happening, we know it. Backway more la Kulun. Kulun Melialo, we can more muta backway la. Navy ka more muta backway la. Mama Cham, we have to audit you. You need to be audited. You need to be audited with the immigrations. Alia Kulun nan kam gelle muta. Alia masin gelle muta. O Kulun le, o masin le, who is using, you want to use kam. Ebe pakri never form antra pakri. And Mama Cham, we want to know this very soon, Mama Cham. Army Chief of Defense Staff, I am talking to you, Mama Cham. Go, backway talal la Kulun. Backway talal. Ike Kulun no muta backway talal, bulme o Kulun la go. Kulun you lay, because Namina Moy Yanko Kulun Tinala Kerim Bile. Backway mto men bekeke. Namina Moy ko backway talal Kulun Bibe wole Tinakam. O backway talal Kulun Bibe wole hand over can funding ke car nyoma. Puriaki Nyamutaramati. Mama follow it. Mama Cham, you know what I am saying. Remember, we have an evidence. Evidence call your life, and I want you to understand. We want the army to come out and tell us, the navy to come out and tell us, your Kulunje Lemuta, and where are those boats? Ukulun lay. Mama Cham, Kaja Mutale. Army Chief of Defense Staff, Mama Cham. Remember leaving super traffic light. Betella. Bakwe la kulunga le, kulunga la masungu le. Jumala ba kulunga use kam, keke nyemu taramuti. You want to know this? These are key things nyanda kelo. Musome kana, kodo wakabondi muntole. We know what we are saying. We can know men for now lonely and no see the jarol bembulu. And Mr. President, let me tell you something, Mr. President. You see, Alkana Tulu Molla Bankola. Molla Bankola funding Kawul be Faka Nimbakono. Funding Kawuli Molia Kodol Joe, Molia sacrifice okay. A bloody Nimbala Kata. Ye Mol Muta. A Muta na ila family lost to Bella. Kuluman for the Alonga Aleo Kulumuta instead of Aleo Kulumuta. I utilize, I like a state, I like Bankola, I Bankona Fena. I told more than Kanu. Allegedly trying to make sure that allegedly. We have the evidence with us. And Mama Cham, Army Chief of Defense Staff, can men for it, left a Fintia for Gambia Dumuli. ale kulul mele muta nyum bako tala bi kulul le ne bi kulul mele kulul be pakri muntole masin jellem but the inventory must be with them. Every kulul men kata there must be an inventory for several ko kulul nyum masin jellebe je kulul nyum sas nyaati a be kata record and all the records are is with us a be mbul Adama club calculé ni banco la tawanyama. Alomo la banco tinala. Alo le banco funding ke wala. Imagine ni yom bala fa de ya ko rasulullah. Yom bala fa de ya rasulullah. Molu be boloja molu le sacrifice olke. Yela corral wafi. Yela kaulta yebe wafi mu after saying all what they belong to them. Yota ya be wafi yela dimulta yebe kunu pe la bakwela. Ala man na bakwe sona no wolma. Wala kunu. Wala jona atul be baluka wala. Allahu akbar. Atul yo wala ta atul be utilize ka wala. Alman bala fa so nyum fondin ka wala. At least what masakunda could even do wala ni ko kaw kunu wonta ke wafi kulun nyemutalama o yo kulunta yusolta ye encourage ye di yusola different youth groups sola ye tay fanaka nyemutoke nyo da so ya bankoka but this government is not thinking aleo kulunta instead of aleo kulunta ale muta ale doku ale di funding ke wala kulun nyuru jumanle be kulun yus kan kata nyemutola and now only kulun be kara nyemutola kulun mulu ka gelle samana every day we know it but yeah Mark you can send the request but quickly level ya wala nga ko gamme ngol so ndo damal be tar la nyola tan ndo position damal be tar la nyola be nyonenna be kumol fayla nyoka masakunda be capitalize kan ka bankota ka me moldo kuriyala bari be banko dunga nyoko ko sidinja comme sidinja la ko sidinja abe kuriya be bela abe bembe dunga nyoko nyim banko kanja the only thing I feel ko la survival be da won nyim ko ka banko dum fitino kono Allahu akbar ka banko ta ka dum fitino kono that's all what is interested of after all the corruption in the after all the manipulation in the the only thing they want to do is to put this country into fitna. Kanyim banko do fitna kono. Ka banko jungul da mal dindi nyola. Ka divide rule bamba di banko. Ni be adakini. Ikuti nyo. Wote sansa. Ifika na sasa ni mfuta jana. Tabwa sana.